श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रीवासरङ्गपरकालमुनित्रयाप्तलक्ष्मात्मरक्षणैतिद्योगागमान्तम् आचार्यभक्तिपरिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तेः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। Today we will contemplate on the 49th slokam of Vishnu Sahasranamam. Sri Vishnu Sahasranamam itself is a compilation of all the most auspicious gunams, attributes, the qualities of the Lord Sriman Narayana Mahavishnu. So it talks about his attributes, the qualities, his vaibhavam, his glories. So each nama is so powerful that even one nama is enough, Perumal says. So one slokam is enough for him getting pleased. So rest all is the bhogyam for us. So we will enjoy the 49th slokam. Suvrata, Sumukha, Sukshma, Sughosha, Sukada, Suhrite, Manoharo Jita Krodho, Veerabhahur Vidharanaha. Here Suvrata, Sumukha, Sukshma, Sughosha, Sukada, Suhrit, Manoharo Jita Krodho. So here the 8 names within this slokam refer to Naranarayana avataram of Perumal. Parasara Bhattar, the most wonderful, illustrious son of Sri Kurattalvan, Kuresha, who is a prime disciple of Ramanuja. He wrote the exhaustive, extensive commentary on Vishnu Sahasranamam called Bhagavad Guna Darpanam. Darpan means the mirror that reflects the Bhagavad Gunam. So this Sahasranama Vyakhyanam is the mirror that reflects the Kalyana Gunams of Perumal. So Suvrataha, he protects anyone. He takes a vratam. He takes a pledge to protect anyone who performs Sharanagati at his feet, who surrenders at his feet. Sumukhaha, he is always with a charming, smiling, majestic, divine, beautiful face. Sumukhaha. Sukshmaha, he is always subtle. He is always delicate. He is extremely incomprehensible. He is simply indescribable. You cannot fathom, you cannot understand him. Sughosha, he who is glorified, who is praised, Gosham, who is praised by the delightful voice of the Vedantam, Upanishads. Suhrit, Suhrit is a most beautiful nama. Suhrit means kind-hearted, a true friend. He is a true friend. A friend in need is a friend indeed, they say. He is a apat saka. Whenever we get into danger, just call for him. He would be then and there rescuing us. Veer Kapan Tholan, they say. He is the Tholan, sincere Tholan, committed friend, true friend, who is also good-hearted, kind-hearted, and Suhrit. Manoharaha, he is the one who enchants, who robs, who captivates the heart because of his nature, because of his gunams, because of his rupam, because of his glories and his protection, everything, you name it, he captivates the heart of ours. Chitakrodha, he who has overcome krodham, anger. Veerabahu, he has got mighty arms. Vidharanaha, he who cuts the papams of his devotees. He who removes, dispels, burns the papam of his bhaktas. So these are the one-liners of the slokam, of this slokam 49. We will enjoy the meanings of it. Actually, the suvrataha means one who has taken the vratam to protect anyone who surrenders. One vratam also one who performs tapas, one who does intense tapas. In Naranarayana avataram, he took the avataram as Narayana Maharishi, and he took another avataram as the Nara, in the garb, in the role of a Nara, a Jivatma. The Narayana Maharishi performed Upadesam, the Ashtakshara mantra Upadesam, to this Nara, to the Jivatma. So he did intense tapas. In Badrikashram, the Naranarayana avataram is supposed to have taken place. That's why there is one mountain called Naramalai. Another one is Narayana. So this is for Naran's tapas. Another one is Narayanan's tapas. So he did intense tapas as Naranarayana. And he who has good control of the offering, he accepts from the likes of Kuchela, from the likes of Shabari, all of them. And he who observes Nitya Karmas even in his incarnation to set up an example. So Suvrata, Sumukha. So Suvrata is the 456th name. So Sri Parasara Bhattar gives the Rama's Vratam. Rama, when Vibhishana performed Sharanagati, everyone objected to it except for Hanuman. And all others said he is from the enemy's camp. We cannot accept. Whereas Hanuman said he did good deeds when I was there. He saved me when I went as a messenger. So he is a good person. So you can accept. But Rama said, even if he is bad, if a person performs Sharanagati, I am taking a vratam that anyone, any jantu that perform Sharanagati, it is my vow, it is my pledge, it is my vratam to protect them, whoever it is. Sakrideva prapannaya tavasmiti cha yachate abhayam sarvabhutebhyo dadami yetat vratam mama. It is my vratam. To him who seeks my protection. To him means also her. To the person who seeks my protection even once, just once, and begs me saying, I am yours. To him I give protection from all beings. I give protection to him. I give protection to him from anyone else. This is my vratam. Even sarvabhutebhyo. If anyone surrenders to me, I give protection. So, even Namalvar mentions, Sharanamagum Tanatal Adaindarkellam Maranamanal Vaigundam Kodukkum Piran. For all those who have surrendered to his lotus feet, he grants Vaikuntam, Sri Vaikuntam, Moksham. So, here you can also say there is one wonderful Alvar called Trippana Alvar. Trippana Alvar, he sang only 10 pasurams called Amalanadipiran. This Alvar was born at Urayur. He actually appeared and someone picked up the baby, and the person who picked up belonged to the lowest caste. So they were not allowed to enter into the Srirangam temple. He was born in Urayur, which is on the other side of the river Kaveri. So standing on the sandy coil, the shores, the river shores, Every day he used to sing song, this particular Alvar, because he grew up in the Panar family, those who were used to singing. So he used to sing songs melodiously for his own enjoyment. So one day there was a priest by name Lokasaranga Mahamuni, a very revered devotee and a priest of Sri Ranganatha temple, an intimate priest of Lord Ranga, came to this river to fetch water for the Lord's Aradhana. So seeing the Alvar, knowing that he is of the another caste, he didn't want to go there, so he wanted to move him away so that he can pick up the pure water from the place which he generally takes every day. The Alvar was mesmerized and lost himself in contemplation of Lord Ranganatha from the Kaveri river shore, and he was sinking with his closed eyes, and he did not know, oblivious of what was happening. So the priest took a small stone and threw at Alvar's body. And Alvar was woken up, and then he sought his forgiveness and moved away. So then what happened? When the priest reached the temple, through Ashariri, through the ethereal voice, the Perumal asked the priest to personally bring the Alvar to his sannidhi, to the sanctum sanctorum, as a for doing that apacharam to his devotee. Just as Sri Rama ordered Sugriva, who had opposed tooth and nail on Vibhishana, he asked Sugriva to bring Vibhishana to Rama. The Mahamuni went and asked him, but he refused to step into Srirangam Kovil because I belong to the lowest caste. So Mahamuni said, okay, you don't want to set foot in Srirangam, right? I will carry you on my shoulder. So he carried him inside the Perumal Sannadhi. That's why he is called Muni Vahanar. Tripan Alvar is called Muni Vahanar. He sang 10 pasurams, out of which, why I am talking about this, there is the fourth pasuram. He mentions Bharamaya Padavinai Pattaruthu Ennaittan Bharamaki Vaitan Vaitadandri Ennul Pugundan Kora Madhavam Shaidanan Kol Ariyen Arangattama Tira Aramarvadandro Adiyene Atkondade. He says, Bharamaya Padavinai Pattaruthu, there is a huge burden of papam with me, for which has been accumulated over so many births, that accrued papams have been removed by Perumal, Lord Ranganathan, and he entered into me, Ennul Pugundan. Why? What did I do? Kora Madhavan Chaidanan Kol. What tapas I did for getting this blessing? He is wondering, Kora Madhavam Madhavam Enna Tavam Pannen, what penance I did to get this? Ariyen, I don't know. He says thus. Vedanta Desika writes a beautiful Vyakhyanam, commentary for this 10 pasuram, where he says there could also be Kora Madhavam Shaidanan Kol. What the penance he did for this blessing? He here refers to Perumal. What penance did he do for blessing me? So why should he perform penance, Perumal? Because it is he who has been longing to get his child back into his fold. That is why Suvrataha, the Nama Suvrataha means the one who performs vratam, one who performs tapas. There is a story that there is a king who used to go hunting to the forest. Once he went into the forest, he saw a dilapidated, very broken down, very, very dirty, full of dirt and lot of webs inside a palace, inside the forest. So he asked, whose palace is this? So horribly maintained, full of dust, polluted. So the minister said, it belongs to your ancestors. Oh, my ancestors? So it belongs to me. Yes. When you come on hunting, you can stay here and take rest. Then he immediately ordered for the entire palace to be cleaned, maintained beautifully, spick and span. It has to be spotless. So they arranged, they cleaned everything. Then onwards, he comes and stays there blissfully. The story is the same what Tripanalvar said. The complete dirt, pollution, wrong thoughts, everything is in our mind. Nenjil or Alayam, Ullam Yanbadu Koil. Our mind is his temple. Our heart is his temple. Is where Perumal resides. It is full of dirt, pollution, not maintained, and so one needs to clean with Acharya Sambandham, with Nama Sankirtanam, with thinking, contemplation. It gets cleaned and he happily comes and stays. So it is he who takes a vratam, who performs penance to enter into our heart. So Parasara Bhattar also gives another aspect of Suvrata, which is duty. Lord Krishna says, Name Partha Asti Kartavyam Trishu Lokeshu Kinchana Na Anavaptam Avaptavyam Varta Yevecha Karmani. For me, Arjuna, there is nothing in all the three worlds which should be done. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to study. I don't have to write exam. I don't have to work. I don't have to earn. I don't have to get up every day, go to work, report to someone. No, I don't need to. But I don't need to acquire anything. I don't have anything, any want. Yet I do my work. He drove the chariot. He reared the cows. He took care of the kingdom, Dwaraka. Why he did? Because Bhagavan continues to work purely for the benefit of his creation. That is the meaning of Suvrata. And he, in the very next slokam, he says, if he did not do this, he will set a bad example for everyone, others. Kannane vela panla, nayam panna. They will not perform their prescribed duties and suffer because of that not doing. So, Parasara Bhattar mentions that all these 8 namas refer to Naranarayana avataram. Sumukhaha, he is with a charming face. Shobhanam mukam asya iti sumukhaha. This can be taken as a reference to his having sweet countenance. Even when he was chanting the mantras and meditating as Narayana Maharishi in Naranarayana Avataram, Sri Parasara Bhattar also mentions about Krishna. Krishnaya Kamaladala Amala Netraya. Krishna, who has most beautiful divine face with eyes pure, spotless like a lotus flower. So, Yangalai Mayaletri Mayakka un Mugam Maya Mandiram Tan Kolo. Andal mentions in Nachiyar Trimari. Yangalai Mayaletri Mayakka. You are simply stupefying us, making us mad after you with your mukam, with your beautiful face. Are you sending any magic, Maya Mantram? And in Tripanalvar says, A Periyavaya Kangal Yennai Pedamai Shaidanave. That Karyavagi Pudai Parandu Milirந்து Shevariyodiya Neenda and the Periyavaya Kangal Yennai Pedamai Shaidanave. Pedaimai. The large, wide-eyed, large, darting, beautiful, well spread out, dark eyes. The Kangal has completely maddened me, stupefied me. So, Sumukhaha. Then, Suvrata, Sumukha, Sukshma. Sukshma is subtle, delicate, difficult to understand. Sukshmam, because he can be realized only by deep contemplation, deep dhyanam. deep meditation which is performed without expecting any benefit for us. It has to be Ananya Prayojana meditation. You should not meditate for getting some material benefit. Then he would not be understood properly. He cannot be comprehended through the physical organs such as eyes, ears, or by the skin. He cannot be realized through the mind also. He can only be experienced. Sumukha, Sukshma, then Sughosha. Sughosha, he whose voice is the great Vedas, the Upanishads, who is praised by the delightful voice of the Vedas, who has a very sweet, deep, sonorous voice. Gambhira, Ramanuja mentions in Sri Vaikunta Gadyam. When we go to Sri Vaikuntam, Ramanuja himself says, when we go to Sri Vaikuntam, the moment we enter there, the most beautiful, with the beautiful, brilliant, majestic, divine Mani Mandapam with 1,000 pillars, full of gold plated or full of gold, thousands and thousands of garden, streams, rivers, and the most divine, the exotic, exquisite beauty, whatever that you can think of, multiply by 1,000 times, that is Sri Vaikuntam. And you would see at a distance Sriman Narayana with Mahalakshmi, Bhudevi, Neeladevi, Anantar, Garudar, Vishwaksenar, the whole paraphernalia. And from the end, the moment he sees, he would fall, get up, Uttaya, Uttaya, Punah, Punah Pranamya, again get up, again prostrate, because he is so mesmerized, getting goosebumps, looking at Sri Vaikuntanathan. And the moment he reaches near, he would instruct me in his Gambhiramana voice, with his majestic voice, Gosham. He would say, "Come, my child, sit." He would make me sit on my lap. He would make me sit on his lap. So, such a beautiful manner with a sweet, deep, sonorous sound, voice, he would bless us. So, Sughosham. Parasara Bhattar says, Sughosha, he is proclaimed by the Vedic voice of the Upanishad. Bhagavan is Veda Swarupi. He is Vedavedya Pratipadyan. So, Naranan, Muri Ulahukkum Nadan, Veda Mayan, Namalvar says. Trimangalvar says, Shandogan, Pauriyan, Aintolal, Vombu Taitriyan, Samavedi. Trimangalvar says, he is Shandogan, means praised by Chandogya Upanishad. And Aintolil Vombu Taitriyan, praised by Taitriya Upanishad. Samavedi, praised in Samavedam. So, one whose auspicious sound is the Vedam. His breath is the Vedam. And Sughoshaha. Here, so beautifully, we are saying Suvrata, Sumukha, Sukshma, Sughosha, Sukada, Suhrit. Sukada, he who bestows bliss. He who grants bliss, Anandam, Paramanandam. Here, he gives Paramasukham. Paramasukham dadati iti Sukadaha. He gives us the best of all pleasures, which is ultimate Peranandam, Perinbam. The inbam that we have here is Citrinbam. The inbam which is million times what we enjoy here is Perinbam. From there is no way that we would desire to come back. Inbam payakka iniduvan vittirinde ivvedulagai ஈன்ற எங்கள் பிரான், நம்மாழ்வார் says. So, that is Sukadaha, Suhrit. We saw Suhrit. He is a true friend. Bhagavan is always on the lookout for ways to help even his enemies. And that's the nature of being Suhrit. Apat Saka. Look at the way when Draupadi yelled, he immediately blessed her with the never-ending cloth. Suhritaha. He is such a benevolent person who wishes good even for those who have not helped him in any way. இன்னா செய்தாரை ஒருத்தல் அவர்னான நன்னயம் செய்துவிடல். Even if somebody performs apacharam to Perumal, he forgives for one sharanagati, one anjali. But he would never forgive a Bhagavata apacharam. If you are hurting his devotees, he would not forgive. He would give punishment, minor punishment. But for Bhagavata apacharam, he would forgive if you say sorry and pay and prostrate at his feet. That does not give us a license to do Bhagavata apacharam. The pure heart is one which anguishes when someone else suffers. So he rushes to help those who need help. Meditating on the significance of this nama, Suhrit, will lead us to the purification of the heart of the devotee. We should at least get 1/1,000,000th of that. Manoharaha, he who captivates the heart with his innate benevolence, with his daya, with his karunyam, with his mercy, with his being a true friend. He simply captivates us. He enchants us. Chitakrodaha, he who overcomes anger. Bhagavan has, so here Bhattar says Krodaya Namaha. Krodadhyaya means like he controls the anger, etc. Means he does not have any bad habit, bad, what do I say, qualities. He is Jitakrodaha. Who is the Jitakroda? Valmiki in Srimad Ramayana, Sri Valmiki asked the question, who is the Jitakroda? Narada responds, even when others utter harsh words towards him, he does not respond with similar harsh words. There is a story, there was an Acharya by name Sakshat Swami. He was born on the day when Ramanuja Tirnakshatram, Chitrai Masam Trivadirai, when Ramanuja Vigraham was taken in the street. This baby was born inside the house. So immediately the grandfather of the baby said, outside one Ramanuja, inside another Ramanuja, because the same star he was born. So later that child, baby, became a sannyasi and he was called Sakshat Swami. He was Sakshat Ramanuja Swami. He was one of the acharyas about 350 years back. This acharya was such a jitakrodha. He used to control his anger. He was a paramasadu, paramasatvikar. He was full of jnana, vairagyam, anushtanam, bhakti. Full of jnana, vairagyam, detachment from the material desires, worldly pleasures, anushtanam, strict conduct of the daily duties, rituals, bhakti. He used to go every day in the morning to Kaveri, perform snanam. In pure, he would come back to his house, perform Trivaradhanam after doing his Trikala Sandhyavandanam. So once some boys, some vagabonds, naughty, mischievous boys like me, so one of them wanted to tease this Bhagavata, because everyone knows that he never ever gets angry. He is such a pure soul. So they wanted to tease him and incite him, instill anger in him. So they asked one of the boys, when he comes, just make sure that your saliva or your spit is sprinkled on him. So you just spit on the ground and make sure that he was just walking nearby so that a particle of it touches him. He did that because the boys asked him to do. They made him do, to incite anger in the Bhagavata. He didn't get agitated, he didn't get excited, he didn't get angered. He just went back, took another bath and performed his whatever anushtanam with the bath and came back. Again he did. 5 times he kept on repeating this. Then he was never perturbed. And the boy was so moved by his non-responsiveness, by the control of his anger. He fell at his feet and sought forgiveness. And but how did you control? He said, this is nothing, because this month is the holy month, auspicious month. One needs to take bath in the Kaveri river during this month, which is Aipasi Masam, Tula Masam. And you made me do 5 times, which itself is a Parama Bhagyam for me. So it is Perumal Bhagavan Tiruvullam. It is Sankalpam of the Lord that I need to take 5 times the bath today. For every action, there is goodness in it, behind it, hidden in it. For any suffering that you get, any agitation, any hurt feeling, there is something good there is a reason behind it. And he took this as the positive thing. And people would do something or the other to make you get agitated, to make you react, to make you respond with same vigor, anger. Do not. Keep calm. So, Krodam Aharayat Tivram. Sri Valmiki nicely expresses. He brought himself to be angry, Rama. So, Raudram Palage, Bharati said, Mahakavi Bharati, Subramanya Bharati. Raudram Palage, you can cultivate anger to make sure that you pretend anger. When his devotee Hanuman is hurt by Ravana, Lord Rama made himself angry. He cultivated anger. So, Jita Krodaha, he is the one who is beyond Kamam, Krodam, everything. Bhagavan is not subject to these deficiencies. Then Veerabahu, he has got mighty arms. Until the last Nama, it was all Naranarayana Vridhantam. Now it is Veerabahu. Bhattar's Anubhavam is Bhagavan has 1,000 arms, which are vying with each other for the wonderful act of churning the milky ocean. And Vidharanaha, he who cut Hiranyakashipu, he who cuts the papam of the devotees. Vidharanaha, he cut the papams, cut asunder the papam of the devotees, of the bhaktas. He simply tore apart the Hiranyakashipu's body to help, to rescue and protect his bhakta Prahlada. Adiyan, Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyan Srimate Venkatesaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha. Dhanyosmi.